Okay, good evening from around the world, everybody who is here today. We're going to be having a very interesting conversation today. Um, and I'll be getting a few people to help me ensure that we can add all the people who are trying to come into the house. Today, we're going to talk about a few interesting things, and we're going to start with information about Grey Mondays. In all the groups, people keep on asking, what is this stockist plan about? How can I become a stockist? How can I become a paid member? What is Grey Monday all about? Today is the day we want to bring it all out and share exactly what it's about and how this can be of value to you. I'm coming from a meeting, and one of the things that's really getting me excited is that I'm coming from a meeting today where where it was shared with me that Nigeria is getting set to participate and enter into one of the worst recessions that we have ever experienced, and that many people are not aware of what is going to happen around the country, and that this is a time that we cannot afford not to be aware, that we really need to be aware and begin to put steps in place to ensure that we're not caught very badly with what is about to happen. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the story, but there's a story you read in the Bible, it's also in the Quran, that talks about a time in Israel where things were so bad, that people began to share and eat their children. That was a definition of a recession. Things went badly into recession. People could not afford to live normally. And they began to eat each other's children, and it became an argument. Now, that's how bad things have been before. Now, we're about to enter into a phase in this country where things can really get very bad. And if it's bad, it doesn't mean that it needs to be bad for you. You need to be proactive. You need to think ahead and say, what exactly is going to happen, and how can I ensure that I am protected? In this kind of time, like I shared in the update I shared earlier in the day, there are many things that are happening already with different people. So real estate businesses are hit, entertainment businesses are hit, events and stuff like that is hit. Schools have their own toll of how it is hitting them badly as well. A number of things are happening around the nation and around the world that if you do not plan ahead and position yourself, you can find yourself where you don't want to be. In times like this, it's not time to say, I have to hold on to what I'm holding on to. Times like this is when you have to review what you're holding on to and tell yourself, what do I need to change? What do I need to do to ensure that I can stay relevant in the future that is about to come? Ladies and gentlemen, I was telling somebody today, don't say because I was holding it, and while they were trying to bury it, I was holding it. So I held it so that when they buried it, they buried me with it. They don't have to bury you with what you are holding. If you are holding a point of view that is wrong, if you are holding a perspective that is not correct, if you are holding something that you should not be holding, drop it. Don't let that thing be buried, and then you'll be buried with it. Separate yourself from whatever it is you have created association and attachment to, and ask yourself, what must I do to ensure that I am relevant in the future? What must I do to ensure that I'm relevant today? What must I do to ensure that when everything is happening around me, I have an anchor, I have things I can do, I can hold on to, that allows me to be prosperous even in these times, even when everybody is hit by one thing or the other. And that's what we want to talk about today. So there are a number of opportunities we are opening up to the grain community. There are opportunities, all of them are opportunities in such a way that you really cannot lose. The only time when you begin to lose is when you don't do it correctly. But everything is being done in such a way that it may not be extremely profitable for people on the short term, for other people on the short term, as it should normally. But we are ensuring that even the least person is guarded to ensure that when you come on board these opportunities, you are coming on board at a profit. You are coming at a place where you are already at a vantage position. No loss. Okay, that's one of the things we are ensuring can happen for people. And because we are ensuring can happen for people, then nobody can lose in this. And you need to pay attention to say, what can I do in this kind of times? Now, today, when I end today's meeting, for everybody who is able to stay till the meeting ends, there's something big that is coming, will be announced. Okay, and you have an opportunity to move in early. Today, it's already 8 p.m. Monday, on the 22nd of June, 2020. And I'm very excited about this opportunity in particular because I had the opportunity a few minutes ago of listening to someone influential share with me the possibilities in this space, even beyond how, my own comfort and confidence in this space. And I'm certain that if we are able to embrace this together and drive this together, we can be on the cutting edge of something amazing and something that is outrightly phenomenal. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to announce that at the end of today's meeting. But right now, as we progress, I'd like to share with you what the opportunity with Green Mondays is really, really all about. And I hope you can all hear me and you can hear me loud and clear. I have my co-host there helping me do the additions. I hope you are all here and you can hear loud and clear. Ola, are you trying to say something? I can see that you are unmuting. Is there something you want to say?
No, we are with you.
Okay, great. So as I was sharing on, I want to ask you very quickly today, what does your dream cost? And ladies and gentlemen, you might be wondering, is it this kind of time that I need to still be dreaming? I realize that every man's dream is the index on his life, is an index on his future. It means that whatever it is that you see ahead of you defines your value, defines your sense of worth. If somebody has promised you, for example, and they told you, I'm going to give you $1 million and I'm going to give it to you on Friday. Now, today, you will already begin to carry yourself with the excitement of knowing that in just a few days from now, you will become the recipient of $1 million. That promise, that dream, that thing that you're looking at ahead of you begins to give you ginger, begins to affect your swag, even immediately today, because you know that this is what is coming for me. The same way, if you don't have a dream or anything you're aspiring to, your life will be banal. You'll be commonplace, you'll be normal. But the moment there's something ahead of you that you know that will become your possibility, guess what happens? You begin to live with the confidence of that thing that you know is promised. But guess what? Every dream has a price. And the question I want to ask you today is, what is the cost of your dream? What does your dream cost? What are you willing to put down to achieve your dream? What work are you willing to do to ensure that you can achieve your dream? What is the price that you are willing to pay? And that's what we want to talk about today, to say, look, there's a price to pay and you better pay attention to it. Now, the world, and it's not just Nigeria, all around the world, countries are going to be losing, economies are going to be shrinking. People are going to be losing jobs. Things that have been defined as the norms before, there will be a new normal. There will be a shift in a variety of things. People will become broke overnight because they are owing debts on values that they can no longer meet. They don't have what people need that they can exchange for it. Cash will fail. And it's only what you have that is true value and that can be scaled down or scaled up that will be value. And in a kind of world like this, you and I need to be prepared to pay the price for our dreams. You and I are going to go through some seasons of struggle, but guess what? If you are on the right path and in the right track and on the right road, the struggles will not kill you, they will make you stronger. Okay, and that's why you have a picture of a road here in front of you, because you can be struggling on the wrong path, but if you're on the right path, there will be some struggle with it as well, but it won't sink you. And like they always say, if it doesn't kill us, it makes us stronger. If it doesn't destroy you, then you will come out of it a better person, a stronger person, able to achieve more. And I want to show you that in the plan I'm about to share with you, don't get it wrong and think, they won't share with us something that is easy. Show me a place where I can put 10 naira and I can be having 1 naira coming on a monthly basis. That's easy. That's not what you're going to get from any legitimate person. We've dabbled into those things before in terms of our ignorance. But now we know better, and we know that if it's going to be sustainable, if it's going to last long, if it's going to be good, then it will have some challenges, it will have some initial struggles. And that in this world, what you really need is patience. Warren Buffett said something. He said the stock market is the place where money is collected from the impatient and it is given to the patient. It says that the stock market is the place where you get the money from the people that are not patient and you give it to the people that are patient, because what wins in this place is patience. What makes you enjoy compound interest is patience. And ladies and gentlemen, there's a leverage opportunity in this business. And what is leverage? Leverage is when your efforts are multiplied, when your resources are multiplied by virtue of other people's contributions, that you're able to get to 1% of the energy of a number of people, you can enjoy leverage. And leverage is available for everybody to enjoy. And there's phenomenal leverage in this opportunity. And I'm hoping today that you will get access to that leverage and enjoy that leverage. So very quickly today, I'd like to share with you what exactly is the Green Mondays about as quickly as possible. And I'd like a few people to prepare, because I will give them audio. So Dr. Fumi, I know if you're listening to me, please prepare. I'll give you a little time to be able to share some of the things you have experienced. Dr. Jerome, if you're in the house, I'll give you an opportunity to share a few things that you've heard. Ola, I'm going to give you an opportunity to share a few testimonies of experience. I didn't know. I'm going to give a few people, like 4 people today, just a little bit. If Peace is in the house today, I'm not sure if Peace is here. If Peace, if you're around, you can send me, give me a thumbs up so that we can hear a few people, a few things that are happening with people outside Nigeria as well. What exactly is our mission in the Green Mondays? Our mission is very simple. Our mission is to inspire people, to connect them, and to empower them to achieve their dreams. So if you are here today and you want to have inspiration, welcome, you are in the right place. And how do we inspire people? We inspire people not by talking to them about what is possible, but by demonstrating to them and showing examples of what is possible by doing it directly ourselves. So here you can expect to be inspired. Not only inspired, we expect you to get connected. Today, a lot of people are together in this room who would normally not be in this room. We have a number of people on our WhatsApp groups, on the Facebook group for Green Community. We are bringing diverse kinds of people together, even in a world where social distancing has become the case. We are still bringing new people together, so that we can all come together and enjoy the opportunity of leverage. I like what the Bible says. Say, go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider his ways and be wise. What does the ant do that makes the ant wise? First, the ant prepares ahead of calamity. That's 1. 2, what does the ant do that is wise? The ant does not walk alone. It doesn't have a general, it doesn't have a captain, but they all bundle themselves together, work with groupthink, and they are able to achieve phenomenal things. They can move around and move things around just because they work together as a team. I tell people buffaloes are not weaker than lions. Okay, in fact, buffaloes are bigger than lions. And if you add 1,000 buffaloes together, they cannot be a match for 5 lions. But guess what? Because the buffaloes are independent and the lions are interdependent, the order of the jungle is changed, not in support of the strongest and the fiercest, but in support of those who learn how to collaborate. Our mission is to inspire and connect. Nigerians on their own, people around the world on their own, always walk towards independent individual agendas. But when on this platform, we try to bring our people together and connect ourselves in such a way that if one can chase 1,000, 2 can put 10,000 to flight. So connecting is one of the things we do. And then the last but not the least is empower. And if you're in this meeting today, as there have been trainings, one of the things we do here is we empower. We give you an opportunity to learn. We give you an opportunity to learn, to be better, to skill up, to tool up, so that you can be ready for the kinds of opportunities that will be available in the future. And guess the beautiful thing about Green Mondays is, yes, we are driving things that have to do with health. We are driving things that have to do with wealth. We are not limited. We look around and say, what does the world need? What is the opportunity today? What is green and new? So another word you can replace for that word green is virgin. What is virgin? What is new? What is, in its early phases of harvest? And how can we move there and make it an opportunity that every one of our people can share? And all of this, we call it ICE. And all that we want to do with this is get you to achieve your dreams. Our why is for you to be free. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the house today and you like the thought of freedom, you would like to be free. And when we say free, we're talking about financial freedom. We're talking about freedom from diseases. We're talking about freedom from excuses. We're talking about freedom from mediocrity. We're saying, if you want to enjoy true freedom, can you just type in the window there and say yes? If freedom is something you want to enjoy, if freedom is something you want to become your own possibility, just type in that window there and say yes. Okay, say yes. So freedom is something that we're passionate about, and it's one of the things we want to ensure that we can achieve, or can help people to also achieve freedom. Okay, now I can see the yes there. Good. So how do we make this happen? How does all of this become our reality? We have a company called Green Mondays. And what Green Mondays is an affiliate. If you have heard of A2W Limited before, A2W Limited is 11 years old. That name was put on the side and made into a technology company and a technology partner for the purpose of ensuring that it can birth multiple children in different spaces. So Green Mondays is an affiliate of HW that has been around for 11 years. We found our foray as HW in the world of selling a number of products, and we've done things in the health category for the kitchen equipment. We've done healthy ovens, we have pressure cookers, we have blenders, multi-blenders, amazing things. We've done a few things in the technological sector. But with Green Mondays, one of the key things that we began to drive is a partnership, an exclusive partnership with Marvel Natural Products PLC, where we drive a range of products called Reader. So one of the leading products in the Reader range is the Reader Herbal Bitters. Today we have other variants. Today we have personal hygiene products also that are healthy in their inclination, herbal in their orientation, that we also drive on those platforms as well. It's the first indigenous network marketing company that is driven globally from around Nigeria. The products are made in Nigeria. And they are of international standards. So we have people around the world who are already buying this product as well. And the company is playing in a space that is expected to be above $140 billion. So if, for example, we're able to corner 1% of the market, then we will be a $1 billion business operating from inside Nigeria to the world. We're not exporting raw materials. We're exporting finished products, and we're adding value. And not only this, we also have some interest in technology. So we have end-to-end, for example, on the platform. We have some interest in a few interesting spaces. We're entering very massively into the personal hygiene space. In the days to come, we'll be entering into the food space. In the days to come, we'll be reinforcing our dominance in the financial and technology space in the days to come. So there are a few exciting things on the pipeline that are coming up, and this is what Green Mondays is. It's working on the back of a company that drove and grew in Nigeria in spite of all odds, in spite of challenges, has been able to do 11 years. And because of, rather than continue with the old, let's continue with business as usual, because of the product that we fell out in line with and decided to start off something afresh, we decided to rebrand the network marketing session as Green Mondays. And it's been exciting 1 year since that has been. Now, I tell people the best time to have been a part of this was just a year ago. But guess what? The really best time is now, because where the noise will begin to be loud on this channel is in 4 or 5 years' time. And I'm saying the noise is not loud today. Nothing has happened today. The highest person in the business today is still earning very small amounts of money. Where the loud noise begins to happen globally and nationally is in 3, 4, 5 years' time. And if you are here today listening to me, you are well positioned already. In timing, you are well positioned. Now, very quickly, how does Reader work? The key function that makes Reader an exceptional product is the concept of oxidative stress. Research has shown that a number of diseases, if you trace them back to their cellular level, one of the things you can trace there is the antioxidant activity happening in the body in that cell. That cells, once they have oxygen radicals that are dangerous to those cells and the cells are compromised, it begins to create some anomalies in the cells. And if you have plenty of cells, then you have tissues. When you have tissues brought together, you can have damage in an organ. When you have damage in a few organs that are put together, you can have damage in the system. And when the system is down, then you can have damage in the body. And if you can fix at the level of the cell this challenge that makes oxygen radicals begin to demand for electrons, if you can supply them the oxidants that takes them into a balanced state, then you will be able to solve a variety of challenges as well. I actually try to describe it in a very engineering way, to see what God created in the human body is a perfect system that has its own telecommunication system, that has its own transport system, that has its own storage system. We have a bundle of systems in our body very much akin to a complete city. So our blood is our vehicles, our NWRT, that moves food across the body to all the cells that are demanding via a local telecom system in the body. And guess what? When there's oil spillage in real life, in the blood system, some of the oxygens become radical species and they get spilled, and then they make the cells to be, to begin to misbehave, and the normal demand or give and take for glucose, for example, begins to become affected. And because it's become affected, it begins to lead to bigger damage. And guess what? It can cause different problems. If you're able to mop up these radicals and create balance within the cell systems, a number of diseases will naturally disappear. And this is the story of how, the damages that have to do with atherosclerosis, hardening of blood cells, inflammatory blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, cancer, and so on, become things that can be taken care of with a variety of Reader range of products. Now, of course, that Reader range of products underlying capacity is with oxidative stress, but because of the herbal components that make up Reader, the product in itself is able to do a variety of things. And we have a list of over 150 ailments that you can use Reader for. And that list is going to be published very soon. We're currently undergoing clinical trials. We've done preclinical trials. The results of those trials have been outstanding in what Reader does, for stress, in what Reader does for energy, in what Reader does for sleeplessness, what Reader does for high blood pressure, diabetes. In the preclinical trials, we've done wonderfully. The clinical trials are currently going on, and we are anticipating exciting results as well. Now, it doesn't stop with Reader. We have a few other ranges as well. So for women in the house who want their hormonal balance restored, who want to live and be healthy, who want to become young like Mrs. Yemisi, who is looking ever radiant even at 60 plus with 8 grandchildren. Fire for people that have, for prostate issues, for fertility issues with men. Fire is going out of order in Canada. I was having a conversation recently with someone that says fire has finished in Canada. I said, really? It must be very cold in Canada because it is where it is cold that fire is needed. But yes, it is cold, and yes, fire is getting out of availability there. We have cleanser. The cleanser is amazing. It supports healthy weight. We have fat burner. We have cleanser. The fat burner supports healthy weight control, metabolism. It promotes kidney function and aids digestion. It has very strong anti-inflammatory antioxidant properties as well. And of course, there you also have the cleanser that strengthens the immune system. So for somebody who is having a challenge that is supporting the immune system, typically we ask people to combine Reader with one of these variants. It's rich in antimicrobial agents, strengthens the immune system, is effective for managing various kinds of infections across a wide range of things, it detoxifies the body. It's an amazing product as well. Now, this is just me telling you a little about the products. And very recently, we are moving into the personal hygiene space, and we have Reader body wash, we have Reader hand wash, we have sanitizers, we have disinfectants. We have amazing products in this category that have recorded phenomenal testimonies as well. Now, very quickly, don't take my word for it. Before I show you where the opportunity to make money is, I would like a few people to just quickly share with us today a few testimonies that they are aware of, a few things that they have encountered, a few things that they have seen about this product and what they have seen that it does. So I'm going to, in no particular order, give a few names. If you would like to share something, please send me a message in the message column. I would like your voice to be heard. And if you like to type your testimony, if I don't call your name, you can type your testimony. But if you buzz me and I call your name, then you can share. And it will be on the recording as well of what is recorded. I can see the King's pen. I would like a few people, so that it's not just it's the one that is sharing, telling us everything that he's working about. No, not only me. There are people who have experiences in very interesting ways. I always like to hear Dr. Funmi Aino's voice. But today we're going to start with Ola Daramola. So Ola, please, you can have the podium. Share for like 1 minute. We'll take 1 minute, you share, and then I will bring in Dr. Funmi Aino after you. Go.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm excited to share with us this evening. And I'll share 2 quick testimonies about cases that are related to me. I have a friend of mine that bossed me about 4 or 5 weeks ago, whose wife is a medical doctor in one of the general hospitals here in Lagos, who said, well, his wife contacted COVID-19. And, I was shocked. I was afraid. What's going on? What's the problem? And he said, well, all she noticed, she wasn't feeling anything. All she noticed was that she lost a sense of taste and a sense of smell. And so being a doctor, she called for a test. But, she has interacted with her husband and her 2 children, for a few days before all of that happened. So my friend called he said, what can I use? So I said, okay, I'll buy Reader. I'm buying cleanser. So what I did was, okay, I sent Reader and cleanser to him and his wife. And that was it. And after a while, I said, okay, how are you doing? He said, well, they are using it. They are coping. The wife test results came back after 6 days. Okay. And when they discovered, he drove her to isolation center. And that was how she was taken in. Well, she came out of isolation center 2 weeks ago. And my testimony is that the husband and the children that were on Reader, before and after she found out, today they are declared free of COVID-19, and the wife herself is free. Also, I have a friend in Ibadan. I met him when I went to Ibadan for a wedding last week, who said, well, he has quite a number of friends in the US. He has been sending products to them in US. He said all his friends in US that he sent reader to and they use it the way he recommended it, that none of them, despite the fact that they are the front line, attending to patients on a daily basis, none of them, not one, contacted COVID-19. And I was like, wow. He said none of them, even when people around them contacted the diseases, he said till date, none of them contacted COVID-19. And the first testimony I shared, one thing I forgot was the fact that when the lady discovered that she had COVID-19, government forced everybody within that general hospital to go for a test. And the number of them that came back positive, they were more than 70%. Wow. Despite that, they are all on the front line. But today she's free and her family is free. That's my own testimony.
Wow. Okay, so these are testimonies that are happening that are current. We're not sharing anything from old. We don't want to share too much, just a few minutes each. We'll get a few people to share as well. Thank you very much for that testimony, Olada Ramola. Dr. Funmi Aina, can we have you for a minute or two?
Yes, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Hope you can all hear me. Yeah, I think, I've always had so many testimonies, but I think I will share the last one. There's a friend of mine, a sister in the Lord, and she and her family, a few weeks ago, she started having a fever, malaria, and she went to the hospital. She was given antibiotics after the anti-malarials didn't work. Even after that, it lingered. I had my thoughts about what it is or what it was. She even came to my house. I have a lot of lemongrass. She came to cut lemongrass and she used it, but still she wasn't feeling much better. And then I just said, okay, why not take a bottle of Reader? I just gave it to her. She came, she collected it. And about a week after, because we prayed together some mornings a week, and we were praying, and she was thanking God for Reader. And it was after that I now asked, she said, look, it was as though it was the Reader she took that put whatever was wrong with her there. And that after taking Reader, she felt much better, and she's better, and she's okay till now. And to be honest with you, I have my thoughts. She didn't go for a test, but the way the sickness went, and about 3 of them contacted it in the family, I believe it was COVID, but she didn't go for a test and all that. So it was really amazing when she told me that. Then I have a close relative of mine who, I think I've shared this before, but in the last 2 years, he's been pre-hypertensive, and he was taking our products and then stopped for a while, and his blood pressure shot up. And I was even feeling, oh, look, you need to go on antihypertensive. Don't deny it and all that. But anyway, the doctor decided to let him do lifestyle modifications, and then he resumed taking Reader. And within 2 months, his blood pressure, which had gone up, stabilized. And the only different thing he did, yes, he was exercising a bit more and all that, but the only oral preparation he has been taking is Reader. And you see, so it's really amazing. There's so many testimonies, but these are the ones that are on the top of my head right now. And for me, the bitters is really amazing. They're all amazing, but these feedbacks are from even just the bitters, not to talk about when they now add cleanser or another thing. So yes, that's what I have for now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Funmi. So it's interesting. I actually wanted to get a few other people to share, but I'm not very sure of the status of their internet or how good that is. There's somebody who just started taking the products like a week ago, and just got back to me and said, no, this is something that's happening. My mom. Let me see if I can get Wemi. I don't know how good your internet is. Let me just give you a little voice and see how that goes. Wemi, can you share?
Yeah, it's good. Yes, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. I just came on this platform. This roughly a month, and though I registered as under Bronze Pack, and I got the product for Bronze. Though I didn't even get it complete, still remaining fire and cleanser yet to. Yeah. Okay. So I got this product, and suddenly my younger brother called me from home, and that my mom is beginning to experience some form of stroke and all the rest. That we need to take her to the hospital for a full checkup. So I began talking to CM. I said, CM, my mom is experiencing, her fingers will fold sometimes, and her left leg will not feel anything and all the rest. So CM was like, give her Reader, bitters, the bitters and the balm. So I sent everything home and then told them how to take it. And after a week, it was not up to a week, it's like 3 days there, but I called her. I said, how is it? Tell me the experience. I myself have not started taking it. I just sent everything home. And she was like, that she started it the second day, that for like close to a year now, she has been taking pills to sleep. And she's taking Readers, and now she's sleeping like a baby, and her body is being more lighter, and she's beginning to feel, sometimes her fingers will just go numb, and right now she's beginning to regain her feelings and all the rest. In fact, about the sleeping aspect, that one now is already a solved problem. That sometimes anything that makes her to wake up, no sleep again. But right now she just takes Reader in the evening, and that's all till the next morning. So I'm now working on even getting out the cleanser so that everything will be perfected. And honestly, it brings joy, a lot of joy right now into my heart and even to my mom. So Reader is working. Reader is working.
Thank you very much.
Can you hear me?
Very, very loud and clear.
Hello.
Loud and clear. Thank you very much.
Oh, yes, sir. And I'm new.
Yeah, I know. Now, so very quickly, the King's Pen, are you there?
Hello, sir.
Okay, you want to share quickly?
Okay. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Welcome.
Yes, there is a quick one I want to share. This one is still in the making, though, but I believe it's something that is worth sharing. Like a week or so ago, I got a call from one of my downlines in Ibadan of somebody who had a wound that had refused to heal for over about 7 years.
Wow.
And she asked that what can be prescribed. Without wasting time, I was like, give him Reader, bitters, and cleanser. She now mentioned that this person is SSO. I said, just go ahead and use it for him. She was like, I should speak with one of the doctors to confirm. I said, at least with the number of interactions I've had in with people who have taken this product so far, I know that this is what the person should use. To cut the long story short, I had to call somebody, and I got a second nod that, okay, it was fine, since the person would definitely need something to boost the immune. So I gave her the go-ahead, and to my surprise, like 3 days after then, I got a call that, like that boy that had the wound for the first time slept like he had never done in a very long time. And this is over more than 2 years or 3 years. And 2 days after then again, I got another call that it's like the wound has started healing gradually, that where there was all of those surroundings of the wound that was whitish, that there was no blood before, had started showing that blood has started reaching that part. I was like, wow, let's just keep hoping. And the boy who had the wound was complaining also that he had started noticing some itches around that wound, that he was feeling better. Wow. And this is somebody who happened to be an SS person. And also another improvement that was noticed was his palm, that was often whitish, was becoming a bit red and showing the flow of blood. Then there's this other person in Abuja, a female who had ovarian cyst and has been trying to conceive. Apart from that, she also had not seen her period for a while. And about 2 years or so, then somebody called me that, what product can I recommend? I recommended the bitters and the Restore and gave her the prescription. Like, okay. She finished the first bottle of Restore. And while she was starting the second one, she just buzzed me and like, that she noticed some particles that were coming out of her body, and she was gradually seeing her circle. I was like, and I said, okay, let's just keep following up. And like 2 days, about a week or so after then, she complained again that the flow was very heavy. So I contacted MI, Dr. Fomi, and Dr. General, like, okay, I should ask her to discuss with like a gynecologist. She did, and the gynecologist said it was okay, that since she had not menstruated in a very long time, that it was expected. And after then, like I had to ask her to pause. She paused, and when the flow stopped, she had to continue. And she said that she has really seen a lot of improvement. I'm just waiting for her to complete the 90 days plan and share the full testimonies. So let me just pause there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's like still fresh from the oven, still being baked. There are a number of testimonies. I think there's someone else who wants to share. I'll just take just one more person to share. I can see Pastor Daramola here. Let me unmute you and let you share. I don't think I've heard your voice on this platform before. So I've unmuted you. You can unmute yourself now so that we can hear you. I'm not sure that's not going. I have a few people raising their hands that they want to share. Can I, if you can just unmute where you are so that we can take your testimony as well. Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm Pastor Mrs. Daramola.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yes, when I was introduced to Reader Herbal Bitters by my upline, that's okay. The top person that first of all used it had cough, and this woman has gone to the hospital for test, and there wasn't anything that could be diagnosed. And when I introduced Reader Bitters to her, she took it. The second day she came back and she was started telling everyone, and that she was talking to other people also bought from me. People that had cough use it, and it put a stop to it. Recently, a couple bought Reader and Reader Bitters, Reader Restore, and Reader Fire, for issue of the fruit of the womb. And the lady came back and said she wanted more. And that the first thing she noticed was a high BP that was about 140 or 145 just came down. In fact, I was so shocked. I didn't know she had high BP, but that was the first thing, she told me, and she's still on it. And I know that many more testimonies will come. There was another lady that also bought Reader Bitters. She always feel irritated, always want to vomit each time she takes anything. But she said now that, she's okay and she can go on with anything and she's good. Good. Those are a few that I will be sharing this evening. And many more, but later.
Thank you very much. It was good hearing from you. I was thinking it was Pastor Mr. Mrs. Thank you. It's very, very, very good. We're happy to hear from you. Okay, so very good. I have a few people turn up their hands. I'm sorry. I would have loved to have more, but I think I think we need to go. So as I go on testimony just now, 5 minutes ago. Mazoya. Okay, let me see. Let me get 5 minutes so that people will know that this meeting was also. It wasn't. We don't plan it. It just flows. Let me see if I can get you. V Mazoya, where are you in the group? Can you lift up your hand so that you can move to the top? So that good, I can see you. Let me unmute you. Unmute. Can you speak? You can unmute and speak. Mazoya, you can unmute and speak. I think I already unmuted you.
Can you hear me? Good evening, all.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Hello?
We are hearing you.
Hello, hello, hello.
Loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
Yes. We could hear you, or we can hear you. Yeah, we can't hear you anymore. We're going to miss that. You can type it in the window.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Fine. Now, there is this guy, he's a very guy, and then suddenly the sister, my daughter called me. My daughter said that she was
We're not hearing you anymore. We lost you there. We lost you there. We lost you there. If you can still make it, try. Otherwise, we'll go with one other person while you're trying to get it together. And then we'll end it there. Okay. Not part of the country. I've not heard about this reader. So I can hear people giving their test, saying that nobody has heard from their side and those kind of conversations. Dr. Diron, let me just get Dr. Diron to say a few words before I just continue. I think I'll continue tonight, but I think it's important that all the people that are here can get a sense of what is happening from different places. So Dr. Diron, I'm going to be putting you off mute, okay? And just a minute. Dr. Diron, you can unmute.
Hello, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay, I have quite a lot of testimony, but I'm not going to go the lane of testimonies today, because if I start, I'm not going to stop. There are so many things to say when it comes to testimony, and we are cooking up something for everybody to hear, something powerful from what we are working on, and it's going to be done very soon. So I think when it's done, people will understand where this reader is going. Earlier on, I had a discussion with Dr. Fumi this morning, and we said we don't know what is inside that bitters and the restore. We don't know how the company stumbled on those products. They are just fantastic. So for me, even we as a company, we are still getting to know these products. A time will come that we will see things that we are going to be shocked at. So we feel maybe we should have separated those products into different parts. So let's keep going. It's still early time, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be very amazing. So
the Dr. Diron, the testimony that came from Canada.
Yeah. You said?
I said there was a testimony that came from Canada yesterday.
Yes, the one from Peace, Abby.
Yes.
yes, the one from Peace. Yes, you know what happened? What happened was she told me about the testimony, and I said, you need to get this out. Everybody needs to hear about this testimony. She just told me casually, we're on phone, we just told casually. I said, no, people need to get to hear about this. So she got the testimony from the person, and it was something else. It's something else.
Ovarian cysts, the variety of things, 2 years, 3 years problems. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Dr. Diron. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've oversaid already. Okay, we have oversaid already. There's so much that you can be a part of with this. Some of the products are very new, so things like the body wash are things that people are just beginning to get used to. Fire, there's a testimony of fire from around the world. Prostate issues, we have plenty of prostate issues. People that are elderly, we have plenty of erectile dysfunction issues. Plenty of issues with people who have the 2 minutes, the 2 minutes problem of brake failure. We have many challenges from that as well that fire is being able to attend to. Restore, we have people, we have a number of pregnancies already with Restore. We have a number of testimonies are too much. We're overwhelmed with testimonies. But guess what? That's not the crux of today's conversation. We know why it works. It works because of the ingredients. It works because of the antioxidant properties. It works because of the anti-inflammatory, pain, antibacterial, antifungal properties that each of the different herbs has. It works for all those reasons. And guess what? It's tested and proven. But guess what? On top of this, there is a business opportunity that is phenomenal at this time that you can enjoy from this product if you decide to plug in. Now, of course, many of the people that are here, you have heard about the financial inclusion opportunity where you can have a center and be like a mini bank helping to do national identity cards and all the rest of them. Essentially, the reason why we ventured into supporting our members to be able to have this is because we felt for the kind of business we were doing before it all came, there is an opportunity for people, if our distributors and our people can reach more people, if we all can reach more people, then we can achieve a lot more because we already have a product that every home in Nigeria needs to have. And because we know that every home in Nigeria needs to have this product, we have said, you know what is the best model and what is the fairest model that allows this product to go from person to person and ensure that people can earn value from being the one who was at the source that shared the opportunity with others. So I tell people it's not about every organization knows that if I have a business, I must create a viral system around my business that allows somebody to be able to tell somebody else. Every good movie knows that if this movie is good and nobody is sharing it with the other person, then many more people will not come and watch the movie. Research has shown that the best recommendation, the best form of marketing in the world out here is the recommendation of a friend. That if somebody uses something, I was doing a little bit of a questionnaire recently. There's a startup that we are trying to get involved with, and we're doing a questionnaire recently to know how to split the equity between the founding partners. And the question that we were asking, one of the critical questions that caught my eye is, does this business have the capacity to grow by people sharing it with each other? Every business knows, call it affiliates, call it referrals. It's a form of saying, how can we be fair to the person who brought the opportunity? Where we have taken it notches up is to say, not only will we be fair to the person who shares the opportunity directly, we will be fair to the person who brought the person who shared that opportunity. So we know that we need to get the word out about these products in the north, in the south, around the world. We need distributors around Nigeria. We need, if you can, the way our model works, if we can get 10,000 ambassadors in each state in the world, then that's a good starting point, because the opportunity here exists to be able to cater for hundreds of millions of customers. By the time we clock 10 million distributors in Nigeria, we will not, if each person is serving 20 people, that's enough business based on the scale. And you don't have to do too much. Leverage is where the phenomenal opportunities for this is. How does that work? Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get on board this, there are 5 ways you can get on board. You can get on board at the lowest level of 40,000 if you don't have money. You can get on board at the level of silver if you have a little more and you are willing to expand into being a representative for the space you are in. You can upgrade and become a stockist. Now, our stockists are golden to us, and the minimum level you need to be in for you to be a stockist is silver. You can be a VIP and be stockist. But if you want to even begin to enjoy the smallest little bit of what can happen in the business, today it is as silver. As silver, the products you will buy to get on board already make you profitable. So nobody is losing. Okay, nobody is losing. What happens is I come on board with 75,000 naira. I have products worth 87,500. I can sell it and make profit. I'm also plugged in. I have my unique website. I have my unique members area. I have access to tools, information, materials at my back office that I can use to spread the word to my friends. I don't need to hawk and be giving away the products. I can simply refer friends, give them my link, let them register through my link, interact with the company directly through that link. Everything that they do, I will be compensated for it. So it's a model that ensures that everybody shares and enjoys a part of the benefit for referring others. Now, if you really want to do this business well, the real place you want to begin and you want to be is at the level of VIP. Now, every build-up to VIP is only a build-up. So gold gives you a stable position to be able to say, okay, 750 is not far, I can start from here. Gold, so bronze has a limit in how many levels you can earn. Silver has a limit in how many people you can earn. Platinum has a limit in how much you can earn. VIP is where you have access to your entire genealogy, up to 12 generations. And guess what? Every pack you buy is profitable, so there's no loss. It's not as let me spend small so that I will not lose. No, everyone you get involved in, you get sufficient products equal to the value that you paid, and then guess what? You can sell it and make your profit back, or you can share with friends and use it to build your network. The important thing about this business is you are building for the long term, and guess what? The company rewards in 13 different ways. Oh, you got me right. 13 ways. There's the instant reward, which you earn for everybody you bring directly on board. There's the personal bonus, which you earn for 5 generations deep. There's the personal matching bonus, which you earn from everybody who is in your team 5 levels deep. There's the team bonus, which you earn for 20 generations deep. There's the team matching bonus for everybody who is in your team. You earn a matching bonus. There's the rank PV bonus. There's the leadership bonus. There's the matrix completion bonus. There are 13 different bonuses. I will not be able to talk about them all today, because even if I did, you won't understand them all today. But I'm going to share with you very briefly the potentials that are possible in this business. And why am I sharing these potentials with you? I'm sharing these potentials with you because I want you to do something about it. Okay? I want you to look at this business and say, you know what, how can I be involved in this? Yes, you have business you're doing. Yes, you have what else you are doing and things, that are going on with you currently. But guess what? You can take advantage of this and make it a plan B, because this is going to be big. This is one of the sectors that becomes necessary around the world as people begin to pay more attention to their health and their personal hygiene. Okay, as people begin to pay attention to their health and their personal hygiene, this becomes more and more serious. Now, how does this work? Very quickly. Now, here, so here, and don't mind. Let me. Maybe I need to, make this so that all of us can focus on this and get this going. Okay, I think I just progress. Now, we need distributors around the country. Let nobody tell you that we have enough distributors anywhere. We need, in as many cities as possible, we need a lot more people doing things, because this is something that is bigger than the number of people that are currently there. If you look at this, for example, these are instant rewards. The company says for bringing a bronze on board, you get 5,000 naira. For bringing a silver on board, you get 10,000. For being a gold on board, you earn 21,000. For bringing a platinum on board, you earn 6,000. For being a VIP on board, you earn 100,000 naira. Everybody who interacts with the company, not only are you getting enough products that are profitable for you, the person who introduced you directly is getting to earn a bonus as well. If by myself I decide to upgrade, by upgrade also allows me to earn more. If I come on board and I upgrade, my upline also earns because I am upgrading. These are instant rewards. We also have instant rewards for monthly purchase. So in this business, people are allowed to buy products monthly for their own personal consumption or for their close circle of friends. So I've come on board and I want to continue to be active in the business. I'm buying the products are, daily use products. I'm buying the body wash. I'm buying the hand sanitizers. I'm buying the hand wash. I'm buying the reader restore. I'm buying the reader beaters. I'm maintaining my high blood pressure, or I'm doing it for my parents. Okay, as I buy on a monthly basis, my sponsor and myself, we both earn instant reward. So instant reward is something your sponsor earns, and in some cases you also earn because you are buying and doing the business. Now that's not all. You also have personal bonuses, and the personal bonuses are exciting because guess what? You enjoy this for 12 levels depending on your rank. So you introduce somebody, who introduced somebody, who introduced somebody, who introduced somebody in South Africa, who introduced somebody in America, who introduced somebody in Canada, who introduced somebody in Japan, anywhere in the world that they are linked to you by 12 generations. If you are VIP, you will get to earn up until the 12th generation. For your first 5 generations, you earn 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 12,000, 24,000 naira, depending on if they are bronze, silver, gold, platinum, or VIP. If they upgrade, you earn, and if it is deeper down the line, you earn there as well. So this is another way to earn. It's called personal bonus. Now, in case you want to get a picture of what this looks like, I have a table here that shows you a snapshot of what happens to your team if, for example, your team members are coming on board and all your team members, for example, are coming on board and they're doing the lowest level. If they're doing the lowest level as a level, now what I'm showing you here is, for example, if everybody who's coming in your team is coming in as gold. Okay? Coming in as gold doesn't mean they even come in as gold. It means they came in as something and they upgraded and they got, for example, to gold. The income potential of what can happen here over the space of 12 months is as deep as 13 billion naira. Guess what? Around the 11th cycle, and I'm not saying month, it can be weeks, it can be fortnights, it can be months, it can be quarters. If you look at this 1 to 12 and you order it around the way you want it to be, guess what? You can get to earn, you can get to a point where on a monthly basis, 100, 200 million naira is happening for you. If I want to change it to dollars, you can get to a place in this business where on a monthly basis, you're earning $1 million or more per month, because it's not even at the highest level. Okay, but guess what? What determines how much you earn, what determines how deep you go is your level. So if you come in as bronze, there are 7 levels. If you come in as silver, you have 8 levels. If you come in as gold, you have 10 levels. If you come in as platinum, you have 12 levels, VIP 12 levels, and then there's the global share that allows you to earn more for being at that level as well. If you can hear me, at this time, you can hear me loudly and you can hear me clearly, just type in the window and say, I hear you loud and clear. If you can hear me, just type in the window, I can hear. Somebody says no audio. If you can hear, just say, yes, I can hear. Start the group. Use your Zoom. Your last 40 minutes. Before it's over, we'll switch. But we're done shortly. Okay, excellent. Now, you have personal bonus that you earn on the monthly purchases as well. This is what it looks like. And in case you think it's small, sometimes you look at 500 naira, 350, 250. But guess what? In depth, if you build with the power of 4, meaning you are sharing, sorry, where's my visuals? Meaning you are sharing with 4 people who share with 4 people who share with 4 people. The potentials of what can happen with your GMX Plus is that in 12 levels deep, you can be earning 33 million naira per month, not from signups, which is already, I've shared with you earlier, but for guess what? From monthly purchases. So even the potential of the monthly purchases on its own is huge. You can have phenomenal value from the monthly purchases, even though people are just, even though 1% of your organization, if only 1 out of your 100 people in your organization is doing this, guess what? You can be earning 33 million naira per month on the account of what's happening within your team. And then there's matching bonus for that as well. With team bonus, you have team bonuses, which gives you cycles. A cycle is about 150 naira. And each product pack that you buy, not a new one, the same product pack that contributes personal bonus, the same product pack that constitutes instant reward, that same pack, you are also giving a team bonus to say there's this kind of bonus you can earn even when you are active or not, that is called team bonus. And you earn it in cycles. Once your left and your right is balanced, the number of each pack gives you cycles, and these cycles can be on signups, and you have cycles again on GMX, on the monthly purchases as well. The GMX means Green Mondays Extra. You can have that going on with that as well. That also has matching bonus. Now, I want to ask you a question today. Are you short-term or are you long-term? Are you short-term or are you long-term? Are you doing things for the short-term or are you doing things for the long-term? Now, if you're a short-term person, write there short-term. If you're a long-term person, put there long-term. Ladies and gentlemen, this business supports those who want to do and earn value on the long term. Because guess what? If you are short-term minded, you will do well on the short term. But guess what? The time when we really need to worry about is the time when we don't have the energy and the strength to drive as passionately as we can today. So you want something important happening on the short term, and you want something big happening for you on the long term as well. Now, interestingly, I have another meeting 5 minutes from now, so I need to bring this meeting to a quick close. I need to bring this meeting to a hard close. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are here with me, this meeting is going for a hard close. I'd like you to pay attention to the last words that I will share. I'd like you to pay attention to this. Now, there's a little exercise that somebody did. And somebody said, what do you want? Which of these do you prefer? Will you prefer to earn will you like to earn a penny that has the capacity to multiply every day, or would you like to get $10,000 per day? Now, $10,000 per day is exciting. A penny that multiplies every day by 2 looks like a little. And if you look at this table before you, I'd like you to look at this table very well. In this table, if you have a penny and your penny doubles, by the time you get to the 10th day, all you have is $5. The person who was getting $10,000 per day will have $100,000. By the time you get to day 15, all you have is $163. The person who's collecting $10,000 a day will have $150,000. Ladies and gentlemen, by the time you get to day 20, all you have is $5,000. The person who's collecting $10,000 per day gets $200,000. When you get to day 25, what you have is $167,000. The person who's collecting $10,000 per day has $250,000. But guess what? By day 30, where they are $300,000, you have reached $5 million. By day 26, you have already overtaken them. 27, you have overtaken them. What is the lesson here? It takes long for a leverage system to kick in. But guess what? When the time comes, you will not be comparable. When the time comes and it is full value, you will not be comparable. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what this system is about. It's about leverage. It's about enjoying leverage. Okay? And that's the point at which I want to put this meeting on the pause today. And say, look, ladies and gentlemen, there's a little more to share there, which we will share. But I will advise you, find the person who brought you into the green community and ask them, how can I be part of this? There's what I've not shared. Okay, there's rank bonus. There are opportunities to win amazing gifts. There's an opportunity to have reward for life. There's an opportunity to grow, not be distracted, and earn phenomenal income, own a house, own a home, own a car fund, own an educational fund if you build with time. Okay, it is amazing. Okay, it is amazing what is possible if you build with time. But I want to pause it there today because, like I said, I have another meeting I need to run into, and there's so much I haven't shared. And I don't want us to leave this meeting without doing an announcement of something big that is about to happen. So I'm going to close this meeting in the next 2 minutes. Please listen to me very carefully as I bring this meeting to a close. Listen to me very carefully. I'm going to share with you something that I want you to do something about. We're going to have another meeting on Tuesday tomorrow. By tomorrow, I would like you to have taken action on what you're about to hear today. So sign up if you need to sign up. Make your payments, you need to make your payments. Come to Tuesday meeting, not alone. Come with others that are bringing with you as well. What I want to share with you, I want to share with you quickly now. I would like you to go on your phone. Listen to me attentively. Leverage is the power here. And if you're here and listen to me, don't say, I cannot be selling herbs. No. Understand where the trajectory of this is going. We are manufacturing, we are producing locally, we are selling around the world. The product has value and the opportunity to be a part of something that is early and will grow and become big. If you're hearing companies saying they're giving away cars, giving away houses, they've been around for 28 years. We're 1 year old. There's a lot of value you can gain from this in time. And guess what? This is homegrown. And you have people at the Helms of Affair whose words, who take their words seriously and who are associating with people to ensure that this can and will be done. What's the big announcement today? I'd like you to go to your Android phone or your iOS phone, if you have one, and download an app called BitNob. There's an app there called BitNob. You see a BitNob that has financial services. BitNob, it is grouped under financial. Download that app. You will not be able to operate that app except you have a referral code. There's a referral code you need to have to be able to access that app. There's a referral code you need to have to be able to access it, a referral code. Now, that referral code you will get tomorrow. But download it. And for the person that invited you, get on board with Green Mondays. Be a paid member, do gold, do silver, do VIP. If I'm the one buzz me, I won't be able to answer until like 11 p.m. or 12 midnight. But buzz me if I'm the one that invited you. Buzz the people that invited you. And let's make this happen. Okay, so go there. iOS or Android is BitNob. Just download it. Interact with it. You get a referral code with it tomorrow. And then we'll share the financial inclusion. The quick message is, if you don't have a company registered, we've found a way to waive it. If you don't have a company registered, good news. You don't need to have a company registered. We found a way to waive it. And then for the cities that are available, there are many cities that many people have not applied for. Those cities are available. And there are cities that are oversubscribed. So somebody who is smart wants to move from where it's oversubscribed to where it is available. The app is BitNob. 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 I've typed in the window, BITNOB. 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 You will get a referral code that allows you to interact with it tomorrow, but play around, look at it. I will give you the code tomorrow for as many as will be here. Invite your friends. It's going to be an exciting day. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, I don't have time to be able to do an extensive question and answer time today. I have another meeting that I forgot totally about that is already beginning to run. I want to thank everybody for being here today and say see you again soon. So tomorrow, 8 p.m. same time.